The World Cup in Qatar is just a few months away, everyone's excited, and I thought, what better preparation than to simulate the whole damn thing in Football Manager 100 times. If you want to see the results that it gave me, buckle up, because here we go. First of all, a big shout out to Mozza for putting together the workshop item in Steam completely dedicated to the World Cup. Check out the video description for a link to that very item. It will take you right there and it's very easy to use, man. Make sure Football Manager is not running, go to the workshop item and subscribe to it. A small Steam download will start at that point, but once that is done, load up Football Manager and start a new career save. Make sure that Mozza's file is ticked and hit confirm. In the advanced setup, add the Bahamas as a playable league. I think you can still have other leagues in there, but I don't really see the point. Either way, make sure you start in the Bahamas, pick the earliest game start date, which should be October 31st, and hit start game. Now in my case, I will start unemployed, but of course, that is up to you. So with this setup, I have created my main starting point for all the simulations, and for 100 times, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna load in that starting point and save it as the iteration number I'm currently at. I'm gonna holiday up to December 20th, which is 2 days after the final, because at that point all the awards and the dream team stuff has all been announced. And finally, I collected the data in an Excel file because I'm a massive nerd. 4 points for winning the cup, 3 points for second place, 2 points for the bronze medal, and finally 1 point for finishing in 4th position. And before we dive in, I want you guys to do one more thing for me. Pause the video and drop a comment on who you think will win the whole thing in real life. Now let's see those results. And I'm gonna start with the loser category, man. Let's look at some teams in the top 20 of the actual FIFA ranking at this moment who didn't win a single tournament in my 100 simulations. First up, in 19th position of the FIFA ranking, Wales. Now they did make it to 2 finals, I'll give him that, and they finished 4th 4 times, but that is it. In 18th position on the FIFA ranking, we find Senegal. Also didn't win a single cup, but they made it to 3 finals and they got 5 bronze medals. Next up, Switzerland. 16th position on the FIFA ranking, made it to 4 finals in my experiment, but no cup. On number 14 in the FIFA ranking, we find the mighty United States of America. Once again, no cup there, but they made it to 3 finals and they finished 4th on 5 occasions. And finally, in our loser category, we find Germany, man. They didn't win the cup, they made it to 1 final and that's it. 5 bronze medals and 5 4th places. And that brings me to my top 10 as far as results go in this experiment. In 10th position, Denmark. But for me personally, the ultimate surprise of this entire experiment was Mexico, man. And I know they are in 12th position on the FIFA ranking, but I did not expect them to go this far. They got into 12 finals out of 100 and they won 7 cups. So in the end, they finished in 9th position overall with 53 points. 3 teams left before we get to the top 5, and first up, we have a team that some of you guys probably would have ranked higher. The football juggernaut Brazil on place 8 with 56 points. They did make it to the semi-final 24 times, but they only managed to win 4 World Cups. And believe it or not, after 100 simulations, the next 2 teams finished with the equal amount of points. Croatia and Argentina both ended up with 63 points. I'm putting Argentina on 6th position overall because they have won 1 more World Cup than Croatia. By the way, guys, this is a brand new channel, The Manager Seat. We are still building up our little community, so feel free to join the Discord. A link is down in the description. Come over and say hi. And now for the grand finale of this video, the top 5. And to start off, we find my home nation of Belgium. They made it to the semifinals 33 times, but they only managed to bring the cup home on 6 occasions. Final score, 71 points. Now we already had Messi's Argentina on place 6, but what about that other dude? Well, Portugal finished just outside of the top 3 with 31 semifinal appearances, 10 cup wins, and a total score of 82 points. It's time to have a look at the top 3, and we are starting off, obviously, with the bronze medal, Portugal's neighbors, Spain. They have made it to the semifinals a whopping 35 times and took the cup home on 9 occasions. Combine that with 10 bronze medals and 6 4th places, which gives Spain a grand total of 92 points. So, 2 massive football nations left. I am guessing you know where this is going. We all play Football Manager. We know which countries are kind of overpowered. Is that okay to say for me? And believe it or not, after 100 freaking simulations, the total score of these two teams differs by 1 point. In second place, the silver medal, we have France. They did have the most cup wins with 25, so literally a quarter of all the simulations that I did, France took the cup home. So yeah, 25 wins. They made it to the semifinals 47 times to finish off with a point total of 151. So basically, they absolutely butchered the competition. It's not even funny anymore. But as I mentioned, one team did better with a grand total of 152 points. England. 22 cup wins, 16 silver medals, only 3 bronze medals, but 10 fourth places. Absolutely bonkers, the dominance that these two nations showed in my experiment. But the real question is, man, do we think that this dominance will also translate into the real World Cup in Qatar? We'll find out in a couple of months. In next week's video, I'm going to show you the very interesting player results that I had in the same experiment. But for now, I'll take you over to FM Llama's video because he is going to find out what the hell happened to the ultimate wonder kid, Freddy Adu.